Yo, what's going on, Grace and good friends? Thank you for tuning in to episode 15. Episode 15. Man, wow, what a season it's been. I'm here today with my boy Brian DeJesus. Man, what's good with you, Brian?
What's up, man? It's an honor to be on here. Really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah,
for sure,
bro.
For sure.
Man, that means a lot. I appreciate you considering this makeshift studio an honor, man. That really means a lot because I don't know if y'all can tell, but we're in a different location. We're actually not even in DFW where I do all of our shooting and stuff. Yo, we're in the great city of Austin, Texas. You feel me? ATX. Shout out to the 512. Yeah. And maybe I'll talk about that later. But who cares, man? Right now we want to talk about Brian, bro. So, what's good with you, man? What's on your mind?
Pretty much just chilling. Taking it day by day, working. Living a normal life, but also still trying to push the music and still do the music and all that.
Definitely not easy to balance that. It's working. Music is a job itself. So to like work and have a social life and try to like be plugged in with God and try to like work on anything else is just, it can be a lot, especially in today's world. It seems like we're a lot of us, most people are weighed down with just social media and trying to work out, trying to get enough rest. It's like it feels like there's never enough time in the day.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, like, especially like with social media, it's like everyone just likes to live off on the screen now.
Yep.
And so pretty much it's like, yeah, it's just social media just taking a toll on the generation today and just overall like society.
Bro, and I'm not gonna hold you, like, time flies. Like I've fallen guilty of this. Like I'll be on TikTok, bro, and then I'll look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been I'm not even gonna say it because it's so embarrassing, but I know it's normal. I know every one of you watching this has fallen victim to that, whether you're 17 or 75. Like even the old people, bro. You see the old people at the airports, bro. They're locked into Facebook. Like
now, what's crazy is like when my mom, like riding with my mom, she'll be driving and she'll be scrolling through TikTok while driving. And I'll be like, bro, you're driving.
Exactly. Or I'll watch this too, bro. You get at a red light, look around you instead of getting on the phone.
Yeah.
Look around you, and I guarantee everyone's on their phone. It's so interesting. It's like, dang, are we down that bad? Like
it's crazy work.
Crazy work, bro. But nah, it's really cool. It's really cool being in here in Austin with you, man. We got some of the gang here too, some of the Curb dudes and Outlandish dudes, and we're out here doing our little, basically a live stream tonight.
Yeah, for sure.
But this is I think this is like the first time. I mean, I've seen you over the last few years at events.
Yeah, we met at Gifted Summer, like the first Gifted Summer.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to GS, for real. Yeah, we met there. I've seen you at events and online, like we were just talking about. This might be the first time we really kicked it though, it like that, and it's been real cool, man. But what have I missed, and what has anybody missed since then? Because from what I see on social media, which isn't much, right? We know that's not the whole story. It can't be. But like your artistry, for example, like, man, a lot has happened. Like you've put out some crazy music videos.
Yeah.
Right. That you shared some things that may have been a little personal.
Yeah.
You opened up for well-known secular artists.
Yep.
You still in the military, right?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So,
and I get out next year. So.
Okay, yeah. So you're doing stuff, bro. But like, what's going on in between those landmarks? That what's going on in between that? Like, that has led you to do stuff like your new music and the name change and like all of that, bro. So like, what's fill in the gaps for us?
Oh man, so it's about to get like really deep and personal.
Hey, that's good, man. That's good.
So, for those who don't know, and for those who do know, I used to go by Audentia. So pretty much, I was Audentia for a good like 4 or 5 years. That was my name. That was my artist name.
That's who you were when I met you.
Yeah, I was going by Audentia, and then I was in the scene with CHH. I was in and out the CHH like scene.
Okay, what does that mean? Like doing shows, doing like features?
Just like pretty much trying to do CHH music.
Okay, so that was your like target audience.
Yeah, pretty much at first.
Target sound.
And then the last 2 years has been rough overall.
Yeah.
Just in regards to like my personal life, the music, and just losing myself as a person.
What does that mean to like? And I don't want to stop the flow of
Yeah.
this of the timeline,
No.
but I want to pause there, like, because I guarantee you, you're not the only one that's ever gone through that. I guarantee you, you're not the only one who's ever felt that. So, if there's anything relatable on that, like, what does that mean to lose yourself?
So pretty much like I fell into a path where it's like I lost well, I didn't want to say I lost my family, but I broke my family. I fell into, for those who don't know, yes, I'm married, but I'm married on paper, but at the moment we're separated.
Okay.
So I fell into infidelity. Yes, I did. Like I cheated on my wife. I fell into drugs, fell into drinking every day. And then there was a moment where I literally tried to take my own life like 3 times this past year.
And so that's, yeah, definitely. I think you worded it right. Like, that's definitely
Yeah.
losing yourself, especially coming from a place of starting where you were locked in with God, or
Yeah.
like really on the other side of that, those lifestyles.
Mm-hmm.
So, what would you say led to that?
You know, honestly, I felt, I don't want to say I fell short, but it's like I let my environment get the best of me, especially being in the military, being like it's like that saying is like the people you around. I forgot what's the saying, but it's like whoever you hang out with makes.
If you 9 people are the same, the 10th one is gonna be like that.
Yeah, like you are the product of your environment.
Yes.
And so, just being around certain people led me to doing certain things, and in that process, it cost me a lot. It cost me friendships. It cost me like my marriage. It cost me just everything personal in my life. And so like just yeah.
Was it like the weight of losing those things that's when suicidal thoughts came in, and the desire to abuse substances again? Because did you come from that first before getting right with God the first time?
So I mean before I came to God, so just to take back, I'm gonna try to rewind.
Yeah, for sure.
So I grew up Catholic.
Okay.
My parents were Catholic. I didn't convert to Christianity until like high school.
Okay.
And then at the age of 17, 18, I gave my life to God, converted to Christianity. And then there was a prophetic word given over me, like during this time.
Okay.
I went to a retreat with the youth group that I was involved with back then, and then they did that altar call, whatever. And I will never forget this, but this is when I know like God. I felt like there was like an anointing or like a calling over me.
Okay.
And there was this guy in a black jacket. I'll never forget the guy. We were at the altar. He calls me over. Like someone tapped me. He's like, "Hey man, this dude's calling you over." Calls me over, and the guy was like, "Hey, do you do music?" I'm like, he's like, "Do you like sing or anything?" I'm like, "I rap, right?" And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "I want you to close your eyes, and I'm just gonna pray over you. Just listen to my words." And he just starts prophesying, bro. He's like, "I want you to know that God has a calling over your life when it comes to your music. You're gonna go through certain things in your life that you're gonna start questioning, but just know that God has a purpose for you. And with your music, you're gonna reach the voices of those who feel like they don't have a voice in this world, but you just need to stay grounded in what you do."
Wow.
And since then, changed my whole world.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's probably, I've known this like historically too, amongst believers, like when God opens a door to something prophetic like that, or when God uses someone to speak over our life, bro, or like when we have a spiritual breakthrough, right, where we
Yeah.
be growing, anything like along those lines, that's when the enemy hits the gym, bro, starts taking that creatine and locks in on us, because when we're away from God, the enemy, you don't have to be worshiping Satan. You don't have to be dealing drugs or doing the worst of the worst sins, so-called. As long as you're not locked in with God, the enemy's happy.
Yeah.
So it's like once you start to draw near to God and he's drawing near to you, I feel like that's when the trials come, right? The tests. And I feel like that's kind of what you're getting at. Like after that point, you know, you were doing stuff with the CHH scene for a minute, but it was like later you had to go through some things.
Yeah, and then that was like, yeah, me and God been having like some up and down relationships.
Of course, I feel like we all,
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
we all kind of do, and so like through that time, like I said, like these last 2 years have probably been like the most hardest and toughest years mentally.
Yeah.
Mentally as a person, because I mean I struggle with depression, anxiety. I struggle with suicide thoughts. I used to take medication back in high school for my depression, and I used to go to like group therapies and like one-on-one therapies for mine to like cope with that. And then yeah, and just growing up, bro, it's like there was a time, because I'm the type of person, like if I go through something, I don't talk about it. Like I'll just
Right.
let it like just
Build up.
just build up. And then it wasn't like these last 2 years, I didn't realize how much I bottled in that
Until it finally came
it
out.
came out. Like I have a lot of built up anger and resentment towards like like my parents.
Yeah.
And like relationships that I had.
Right.
And then that came out in my marriage. That came out like with friendships that I started having, and then it just ruined a lot for me.
Bro, I've noticed that a lot of people, young people getting married, and just probably people getting married in general, in this day and time, you know what I mean? Is that stuff that we haven't dealt with, or stuff that hasn't been properly managed or healed emotionally or spiritually or whatever, bro, 9.5 times out of 10, it will come out in your marriage.
Yeah.
You know, I've heard it like this, like, you know, a marriage is like a mirror, you know, so a lot of times we men maybe, or I'll just talk about myself,
Yeah.
like we'll try to like get married in forms of like, oh, this is my solution.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I struggle with always looking at girls. Let me get one. It will help me. Oh, I have problems with my parents. If I get married, then I don't have to live with them anymore. Oh, I have problems not being able to afford things I want. Let me get married so we have two incomes, right? We sometimes, I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of young people, that's their thought process.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
And girls can have that issue as well, or that way of thinking as well. It's not just men. And whatever it is, I only gave 3 examples, but it could be anything. But a lot of times we will go into a marriage seeking, not healing, seeking solution to our problems.
Yeah, no.
When really the marriage is just going to magnify your
Well,
problems.
nah,
You
for
feel
sure.
me?
Yeah.
Like, and I've learned that too. You know, I've been married for a couple years now, and it has definitely had its ups and downs.
Mhm.
And so it's like, yeah, bro, I just like you were saying, like you had stuff, anger from relationships and from your parents, and that kind of came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it hits, you know, it hits home, because I feel like a lot of people go through that in seeking solution, but actually just finding out, oh my gosh, there's things I haven't dealt with, you
Mhm.
know?
And then it's like also like nowadays it's like, you know, growing up, I mean growing up, especially my dad was harder on me than my brother.
Okay.
And so, you know, if I
Is
cry,
your younger brother?
yeah, my younger brother.
Okay.
And so, you know, he was the type to be like, if you cry, I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
So
I
he's
heard
like,
that before.
yeah, so he's like strict. He was strict on me. And I guess I hold like a lot of resentment towards him for that. And so that just built up and built up growing up. And it's like I still carry that weight a little bit.
Right.
And then it's just like a lot of stuff I witnessed as a kid, like growing up. I mean, for example, my grandma kicked us, like my parents and me and my brother, out her home because she wanted to live with her boyfriend at the time. And so we were living with her in her house. And she had a lot going on too, because my grandpa, like, you know, he cheated on her. And so that kind of took a toll on her. She found her own boyfriend, and then she kicked us out. Been moving around a lot. And yeah, man, I guess like growing up, just trying to find my own place in the world.
Yeah.
Trying to find myself. And then it's been hard. But now like in these last few months, I feel like I came to like, it's like that story, the prodigal son.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Talk about it.
So it's like the prodigal son, man. So it's like, you know, we all know, well, for those who don't know, how he left and then came back, and then his dad welcome him with open arms and all that.
Yes.
That's kind of how I felt like it was with my relationship with God. I felt like throughout these last 2 years, I felt like I was running from God,
From God.
trying to like figure out how to do this on my own, fix
Yeah.
everything on my own. And it wasn't until like a couple months ago I had a recent incident where I almost had a stroke.
What?
Yes, I almost
What
had.
happened? What happened?
So there was a moment so just to backtrack, grant you I met somebody.
Okay.
Right? We were friends.
A female?
Yeah, female.
Like a companion?
Yeah,
Okay.
we were friends, and I I did probably the worst of the worst things you could imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a perfect human being. I don't think anyone ever is.
No.
So I've done my worst doing, and maybe I'll talk about that in a later time. But I mean, I pretty much destroyed a relationship, even if it wasn't anything like besides being something serious, but a friendship because she was a friend before. And so, like, I destroyed that, and it kind of just took a toll on me because, just to be real with you, she was the person who brought me back to God. She was the person who started, like, who had some type of faith in me to, like, just start coming to church.
Wow.
And because of her, I thank her to this day, even though things ended bad. And then I still thank her because, I mean, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be in church. I wouldn't be here trying to build my relationship with God.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there was and when that happened, I just went on a rampage of just drinking.
Yeah. Self-destruction.
I was drinking, taking pills. And then there was a particular night where I was just on a binge. I was like just drinking every day, taking pills and all of that. I took like 2 mushroom bars, and I was just trying to like.
You were trying to escape.
Yeah, I was just trying to not think because I'm just a huge overthinker and I hate thinking, and so.
So anything to numb those thoughts.
Yeah, pretty much. And then that time, I felt like my body like locking up, and then my parents came to check up on me, and when they took me to the ER.
Oh, you went to the ER?
Yes, I ended up in the ER, and I was stuck, like on my right side. And I told my dad, I'm like, I don't want to die.
Bro.
Like, I couldn't even talk. And then the nurses said that my face turned blue and everything. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And in that moment.
It's almost like an overdose, low key.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
And then it was crazy as I've done that before. It wasn't the first time I ever did stuff like that.
Right.
But it was just in that particular moment where it's like, all right, like something's got to.
Something like the way it hit that day, was just like it was too much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. And so, yeah, God has been there for me through my, like, he's been chasing, but I was just so stubborn in my own doing and being comfortable. What I felt like was making me happy, that he was there. Like, he met me at my lowest.
Of course.
And then
he does so well.
Yeah. And then at that point, it's like, all right, I mean, just trying to surrender everything to him. Like, I mean, I don't like getting biblical or anything.
Right.
But like the verse of Matthew 6:33, where it's like,
seek first
the kingdom of God, live righteously, and he'll give you everything that you need. And then that verse kind of changed my perspective on a lot of things. And so every day, every moment, I try to wake up just being graceful for him giving me another chance to live life.
Yeah.
To experience another day.
Right.
To be able to like experience life with my kids, like work and do everything that I need to do as a person.
Yeah.
So.
And just kind of having a different perspective, coming from a place of gratitude and just knowing that you've been given another chance.
Yeah, pretty much. Cause there's like a few people who don't get that chance.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Hey, you out there tripping.
Yeah.
Stop, for real. Like, it's that second chance isn't guaranteed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel that. I want to actually just take a quick moment to anybody listening, and then we'll just keep rolling with the flow.
Yeah.
But he mentioned the prodigal son earlier, and that's a really good biblical narrative in general. And I can't help but just I want to go deeper into that and talk about it for anybody who maybe doesn't know.
Mm-hmm.
But the prodigal son, I think there's a version of it in the book of Luke, the Gospel of Luke, and basically there was this king who had 2 sons.
Yeah.
And one of the sons, one day he said, you know what, My dad's the king. I'm gonna take all my inheritance. I'm gonna take all my riches, and I'm gonna leave home, and I'm gonna go do whatever the heck I want. So he did just that, right?
Yeah.
Bro lived it up, bro. Bro was partying, probably girls, probably drinking,
Doing whatever.
all the flyest clothes, the flyest camels, whatever, right? Bro was lit. And eventually, um, you know, as money does, it all ran out.
Yeah.
And he found himself um, working, I think, for another man. And his job was, because he lost everything. So now he's at the bottom of society, and his job is feeding pigs. And one day he was so poor and so hungry feeding the pigs that he actually started eating the pig food. And in that lowest moment of life, in that lowest moment of filth and like shame, of knowing where he came from,
Yeah.
he said, you know what? Let me go home. And if my dad is gracious enough, he'll let me at least be one of his servants. Because there's no way he would let me be his son again, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, there's no way. So he, musters up the courage that he has, leaves, and goes home. And to his surprise, as he was approaching the house, I guess, or whatever, palace,
Yeah.
his dad isn't just sitting there waiting. His dad runs to him, right? His dad runs to him with open arms. And he brings him in, and he says, my son, welcome home. And it's like,
It's a fire story.
the dude, I'm getting like, the dude is like, no way, like how,
Mm-hmm.
And he says, here's a ring, let me put your new ring on your finger. Here's some new sandals, here's a robe. And these things that he gave, I've heard a couple sermons, and they represent different things. I don't have it memorized off the top of my head, but they represent different things. And it's like in a way that's us, like
Yeah.
we take our inheritance, our grace, our access to God through Jesus Christ. We take that and we squander it on our sin, on our flesh, on our doing what we want to do. But it's like when we finally get to our lowest, we have the option to come home to Jesus, and he'll welcome us with those open arms. He'll put that ring on our finger, that robe on us. And it's crazy because the oldest brother, he started hating.
Yeah. He started.
He
Yeah.
was like,
He was getting like jealous
he
and
was
all
getting
that.
jelly bean, bro. He was like, Pops, why are you throwing a party? Why are you slaughtering the fattest calf for this fool?
When I've been working my butt
When I've
off.
been working. And what did the dad say, bro? He was like, don't you know anything that I have has always been yours. All you have to do is ask.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, there's actually like, we could really go deep onto both sons and both sides. But I love that you used that parallel, in your life. And I love that God like showed that to you in your heart. And it looks like you're doing better, man.
Yeah.
We don't talk every day, but
Yeah.
I see you, like I said, a lot recently, because
Mhm.
we just been linking up in some of the friend groups, and you seem like you're in a better place. And, I'm really happy that you opened up about some of that, because I believe in my heart someone that's watching probably needed to hear that.
No. Yeah.
And maybe they're going through the same thing, and there's hope. You see my boy sitting here today, clean, doing better. And not only that, cleanliness and betterness on the inside, but even outwardly. So you recently changed your music name,
Yeah. I changed it from Audentia to
Brian DeJesus, which is crazy because DeJesus is your real last name, right?
Yeah.
But like, bro, come on, Brian from Jesus, you know what I mean? Or Brian of Jesus, like that's meaningful. So you changed your name, and you're making not gospel, but you're making more faith-based music again.
Yeah.
Full rebrand, full relaunch on
Yeah.
the Spotify, everything.
Yeah.
What's that been like for you, man? How's it feel?
Honestly, bro, it's like you could hear that I feel free. Like free. Like honestly, I feel more at ease. I feel more myself, more like this is me. This is what I went through.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna hide from it. I'm gonna own up to what I did, and
Wow.
and I'm gonna talk about it. And I'm pretty sure there's someone out there who could relate, right?
Yeah.
And so, but now, yeah, like this whole rebrand has been like something that I enjoy doing.
Yeah.
So like I deactivated my identity IG.
What?
Yes, I deactivated my identity. Start like a new like Brian DeJesus IG.
Hey, y'all give my boy a follow, Brian DeJesus,
Yeah,
on IG.
for facts. But and then about the identity music, I still keep it up. I mean, it's still up there, but I don't even focus on identity anymore. I just scrapped it all.
That's awesome, man.
But it's like it's a huge shout out to like Hanson, bro. Cause Hanson, if y'all don't know Hanson, he's part of the Curb. That's the homie.
Shout out to Heezy.
And so cause of him, like he gave me the idea of the whole rebrand,
Wow.
and it's like huge props to him, and like I love that dude like no other, man.
Yeah. No,
And
that's bro for real.
Nah, facts.
Hey, rebranding is crazy, bro. Like I swear this season I've talked to like 7 people,
Who's
bro.
went through a whole
Everybody's rebranding. It's so cool. It almost makes me want to do it. But nah, that's exciting, man. I know you've got one single out, Salmos 34.
Yeah,
Psalm
Salmos.
34 for people who speak English or don't speak Spanish, I guess is a better way to word that. But Psalm 34, so what is that song about? Like what is Psalms 34 about?
So pretty much there's a particular verse in that Psalms 34:18 where it says he's close to the brokenhearted and those with crushed spirits. And
Beautiful.
so that kind of connected with me because
For
it's
sure,
like
yeah.
I've been through I had a heartbreak. I've been through at my lowest points. I've been like, I felt like there was no out. But I had to just sit there and realize like God is my only out through this. And I
Yeah.
had to realize like with God, nothing is possible.
Yeah, without God.
Yeah, well, yeah, without God, nothing is possible. Thank you.
Yeah. He's like, with God, nothing is possible.
But yeah.
No. Nah, man, that's tough. I love that. So what are the plans moving forward with Brian DeJesus? Like, are you locking in more seriously to music? Do you feel like you want to make EPs, get back into shows? Or are you kind of just chilling, like recatching your balance and then just going with the flow? Like, which side do you feel like you're more towards?
I want to say more in between.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I got like a bunch of new music, or like a bunch of like the music I got is tough. Like,
Okay.
like,
Okay.
like
Hey, wait on it. Wait on it.
so it's like, but everything I got to do is strategically.
Yeah, you
That's
got
it.
to.
So it's like I got a plan, I got ideas on what I want to do, but also besides like music, there's something different I'm kind of like trying to like do also, like on my pages. I'm also trying to like share. I know everyone does this. Everyone has their own way of doing this, but
Right,
it's
right.
like I want to share more of me, like
Yes.
like my everyday life, but also share like more of the gospel aspect of it.
Okay.
Like probably like a scripture a day on
Yeah.
like those type of things. I want to like try and experiment doing.
I think you should do that, bro. That's a great idea.
Yeah, but I also don't want to be too cliche
Yeah.
with it too.
What's up, men of God?
Yeah.
Wait. Pause, everybody. You're waving? For why? Okay, cool. Man, we're gonna go to the wheels fall off. Nah, thank you. I actually have a timer here on this one too. I'm not gonna edit that out, bro. This is raw, man. This is what we do here in the studio. You know,
Unfiltered.
bro. I know we talked about doing the performance for Salmos 34.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, man, like, I just wanted to say, as much as I have been seeing you recently, you openly or outwardly, you're a pretty chill guy. You're pretty reserved, and
I'm awkward though.
yeah, I mean, you like to laugh, right, and
Yeah.
stuff, and you feel like you could be awkward, but nah, like, this is probably the most I've heard about you, or like am learning about you, and it's really cool, man. I feel like we're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
Versus like sometimes on the podcast,
It feels more like an interview.
It feels more like an interview,
Yeah.
and it just feels a little more like there's pressure to act or be a certain way. But man, you've been so courageous in sharing those parts of your testimony. You know, there's parts of my testimony that I neglect sharing,
Yeah.
and you because of shame or whatever. But you've been encouraging to me, and like maybe it's time to step up and share and really just be there for someone, because you never know who needs to hear that. And that's really cool, man. That's really cool.
No.
You're usually so quiet, bro.
Yeah.
You're usually so chill,
Nah,
but
yeah.
I think this is fire.
I think it's cause like I'm awkward, bro. It's like I try like, especially when there's like a lot of people in the room, I try
Right.
to like talk, but it's like I overthink the situation. I just stay quiet.
It's like my bro right here, bro. When he's one-on-one,
Talk for days.
he's like, he's litty, bro. So cool, so funny. And then whenever it's big group, bro, he'd be like, I'm not saying nothing.
Nah, yeah.
But it's cool. Like, everyone's different. you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
But yeah, man, thank you for coming on here. I don't want to finish yet, but I think now is a good time to hit that live performance if you're ready for it.
Let's do it, baby. Let's do
man.
it.
You know we ain't gonna freestyle though. Yo, honestly, even if you let John inside while we're recording, that's cool. No worries on that. Just be careful. Yeah. Oh, do you have the code to get back in? Just leave it open then. Or let's just chop it up until they get back.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So we're in Austin, Texas, baby. We're recording Grace and Good Friends. I shared this information on my story earlier today, but by the time this comes out, the story's going to be long gone. So for those of you watching right now, we're on our last recording day of the season.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. I don't even know how we did a second season. Like,
grace of God, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's phenomenal. A huge team. Huge shout out to Mike. Huge shout out to every single guest who's ever come onto the show. Huge shout out to just my closest friends, Dason, and other people who always show up to the podcast and come out and just help this come to be, man. It really gives people like yourselves an opportunity to share and just to be present. You know, it's really cool. Yeah, but so we're on the end of season 2. So we're gonna do 2 more episodes after this, coming out toward the first week of October.
Fire.
Then I'm gonna be taking about a month off, maybe 2 months, October and November, to focus strictly on Outlandish Festival. So quick plug, if you haven't bought your tickets yet to Outlandish Fest,
yeah, I don't want to miss this.
You do not want to miss this, bro.
Miss
Brian DeJesus is gonna be pulling up too, along the Curb Superset, so it's gonna be crazy. And get your tickets for real. After that, start recording ahead of time, maybe December, January. Hey, February 26th, season 3. So y'all look forward to it. Thank you so much for tuning in. But before we yap anymore, let's hear that live performance on Grace and Good Friends of Salmos 34 by Brian DeJesus.
All right.
Hey, this is your first single back with after the name change, right?
First single.
It's a banger too, so it's a good one.
Appreciate it.
Let's see if I got my Bluetooth. Nope. Come on, baby. Don't do me like this. It was working earlier. You heard it. It was working earlier.
You should be like that, bro.
You know what's crazy? Okay, bet. We might have it. Lord have mercy.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah.
Yo me siento solo, dime dónde anda, porque no te escucho, yo me maquena otro. Jesucristo, dame la fuerza, porque ya no puedo solo. Cúrame corazón, hace tiempo que lo tengo roto. Cúrame con la presencia tuya, Espíritu, llévame a lo en tu voluntad, Espíritu, llévame. Lléname en este lugar, Espíritu. Lléname en este lugar, Espíritu. Llévame. Yo me siento solo. Dime dónde anda, porque no te escucho, ya no me queda otro. Jesucristo, dame la fuerza, porque ya no puedo solo. Cúrame corazón, hace tiempo que lo tengo roto. Cúrame con la presencia tuya. Yo tratado de negar, show me light, but my mind been ahead of its time. Dios me recuerda que yo soy el light. Dale papi, vamos y dale, síguelo. Oh, sigue. Había momentos cuando yo estaba desesperado, pero en ese momento Dios me rescató. Úsame pa' tu reino, Abba. Recuerda que lo que soy, mi Abba. Nunca me dejas solo, Abba. Úsame pa' todo lo que quieres, Abba. Que no lo hago por ti, mi Abba. Yo sé que eres tú, mi Abba. Espíritu, llévame a lo en tu voluntad. Espíritu, llévame. Llévame en este lugar, Espíritu. Llévame en este lugar, Espíritu. Llévame. Yo me siento solo. Dime dónde anda, porque no te escucho, ya no me queda otro. Jesucristo, dame la fuerza, porque ya no quiero solo. cúrame corazón, hace tiempo que lo tengo roto. Cúrame con la presencia tuya. Gracias, papá Dios, por no dejarme los momentos solos y por recordarme los tiempos cuando yo estaba. Fire. Gracias, ayúdame los tiempos difíciles.
Bro,
Y ya sabes.
hold up, bro. Hold the phone, bro. Hey, y'all make some noise one more time for my man Brian DeJesus, for real. Yo, okay, first of all, just on a surface level, production value, crazy.
Appreciate it.
I mean, the beat switch, the scratch, or not the beat switch, but there was a part where you did that.
Yeah, like a reverse type.
Yeah, it's a reverse type. Crazy. So production value, crazy. Mix is crazy. Did you mix that yourself?
Yeah, I mix and master.
Hey, my boy, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody, because you know what? You can't get it. You can't have it. Nah, bro's locked in. He be engineering. That's crazy. That's tough.
Yeah.
The background vocals, I don't know why I'm critiquing this song. I'm warming up for the live stream tonight.
No, you good. You good.
Background vocals, crazy, bro. Phenomenal.
Thank you.
That was one of my favorite parts. And I didn't understand much because, to be honest, as y'all know, I'm not very too fluent with in Espanol. But there's one thing he said that stood out to me. He's like, no puedo solo. Like, I can't do this by myself. I can't do it alone. That was beautiful, man. That's a great track, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. Came from a vulnerable and heartfelt place.
I don't know what Hanson has planned for the superset, but I kind of want that to be the song you do, bro, for your part.
Like a worship type of feel.
Yeah, bro.
That would go crazy.
That would go crazy, like in the middle of the set.
Yeah.
I don't know. You never know. Man, that was awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, man.
Nah, thank you, man. Thank you for having me on here.
Hey, follow Brian DeJesus on Spotify, for real. Apple Music, wherever you listen to your music. Check that out, for real. It's a great song, and he's got more coming.
For sure. Y'all don't want to miss out.
Yes, sir. Hey, real quick, before we peace out of here, this is your time, man. So you shared a lot, you opened up, but if there's anything specific on your heart or any specific shout out you want to give, there's your camera right there. Just talk to the people, and then while you're hitting them up, let them know where they can follow you.
All right. So huge shout out once again to Grace and Good Friends, my boy Jariah, man. Huge shout out to Hanson, bro, my homie from the Curb. Shout out to Curb. And a huge shout out to my sister Lizette, and everyone who's been a huge supporter from day one and trying to keep me going. And for those who are struggling, I just say that I'm not gonna be here and be like it gets better, it gets harder, it does. But if you have faith in God and all and trust in His plans, something glory will come out at the end of the day, man. And yeah, but be sure to follow me on IG at This Is Brian DeJesus, Spotify and all streaming platforms. It's just Brian DeJesus. And yeah, man, appreciate it.
Hey, you heard it live on Grace and Good Friends from Brian DeJesus, man. Keep in mind it will get harder, but don't give up, man. Y'all go stream that Salmos 34 and stay tuned for the next episode.
Peace.
Later.